Yes,
Yeah,
people. Welcome back to Blues TV. Welcome back to another episode of Blues TV Travel. Today, I'm here with Aremu from Nigeria, and of course, we will be going through, the tribal questions as usual. Hello, Aremu. How are you doing today, my brother?
yeah. Hello, how are you doing? I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm so happy to have you on the program. It's been
Yeah,
a pleasure having, the real Chelsea fan on the program. Yeah, so I'm just gonna ask you a quick one. Can you just kind of introduce yourself and let us know how you became a Chelsea fan? Just a little bit of explaining yourself and how you find out to become a Chelsea fan.
okay. Good day, everybody. My fellow Chelsea fans. My name is Aremu. I started supporting Chelsea in the year 2005, though I started watching them fully around the ending of 2006 season.
Yeah,
So I supported Chelsea. I started supporting Chelsea because of my brother, my elder brother. He watches them a lot and he talks about Chelsea a lot. And watching them that time, I came across some African players playing for Chelsea, the light of Michael Essien, Didier Drogba,
yeah.
which really boosts my morale in supporting the great club.
Yeah, amazing, amazing. To be honest, I think what you've just said now is more applicable to most of African Chelsea fan because having to see your fellow African playing for a massive club like Chelsea in abroad, you definitely want to support a club like that. I mean,
Yeah.
let's dive into some of the biggest moments of Chelsea that you felt like those moments that you can never, forget.
The 2012 Champions League final against Bayern Munich was
Mm,
one of the best moments I ever had as a Chelsea fan.
wow.
I May something something. I've forgotten the actual date. It was around May that time.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
also and also the 2021 Champions League final also against Manchester City.
yeah,
It was so bravo. It was so bravo. So
amazing.
emotional.
Amazing,
Yes.
amazing. And let me ask you one of the final questions here. Who was your best Chelsea player ever? I think someone that you
My
think that let's go, let's come back, let's look at the record, let's look at everything. Who is the I mean to you, everybody has got their own opinion to be honest.
my best Chelsea player so far. Yes. Is John Terry.
John
He's my
Terry.
best player. Actually,
Yeah.
yes. John Terry is my best player. Yes.
So what's the
I
reason
love
why
the
you
way he plays, the way he plays, the way he talks, all those things. I just love the guy. Actually, seriously.
yeah, I'm not surprised.
Though Didier Drogba,
Yeah, I'm not
though
surprised.
Didier Drogba too came the team, but it can't come to the this thing concerning John Terry. I love the guy
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, I totally agree with you. Having looking at the leadership, Terry is just another player in, you can't mention Chelsea without at least remembering John Terry, to be honest. He's a legend,
Yes.
I mean, the leadership, all sort of things that we achieved from 2004 to around 2012 was part of his, leadership achievement, to be honest. So, thank you so much for answering those questions. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, so I really do enjoy the way you answer the questions, to be honest. Now, let's dive into the real
Yes.
business. And yeah, like I said, I've got 10 questions for you here. And I believe I've quite explained how, this Blues TV Tribe, how it works, to be honest. So we'll start now, and each questions are to be answered in 20 seconds. Each question has to be answered in 20 seconds. The reason why we've been doing
Okay.
this
No
is
problem.
just to make sure that these programs remain professional and remain enjoyable for people to be able to, watch out for. So each questions will go for 20 seconds. I believe, I believe that's enough for someone to think about the questions
Yes.
and to answer
Actually,
them. And
yes.
of course, I'll try to go through the question twice, just to make sure the
Okay.
atmosphere is clear. You're able to, listen to me and answer the question correctly. So let's start now. I've got 1 to 10, and you're answering five questions. So if you start now, then pick the question, then we'll move on from there.
Okay, number one, we go with number six.
Number six.
Number six.
So number six. So so this question, that's what I'm saying. Like the first two questions are going to be oral questions. Then the last three
Okay,
are going to be optionals. So we're going with number six here. So how many combined goals and assists did Hazard notch for Chelsea? So how many combined goals did Hazard notch for Chelsea throughout his career?
how many combined this
Goals and assists did Hazard notch for Chelsea?
in all competition?
Yeah.
That should be is over 102.
Is that your final answer?
Goal and assist
Goal and
in
assist
all competition.
all through his time at Chelsea. You've got
Two,
five.
two,
Yeah.
200 202.
200. Is that your last
200.
answer?
Yes, yes.
Right.
Not sure.
I'm sorry, unfortunately, you got this wrong. The correct answer is 195. So Hazard scored and assist 195 goals for Chelsea. Let's move on to
Okay.
the next one. To be honest,
Okay.
I believe there's still a couple of things that still making sense down here, and I still believe that
Okay. No.
though you've dropped £60 right now, but there's still
Okay.
a lot of more to go home with. To be honest, so let's move
Okay.
into the
No
second
problem.
question.
I will go with number 10.
Number 10. So number 10. Who did Chelsea lose 1-0 to in 2012 Club World Cup final? Again, who did Chelsea lose 1-0 to in 2012 Club World Cup final? Your time starts now.
Against Corinthians of Brazil.
Corinthians of Brazil. Are you sure? Is that your final answer?
I'm very sure.
Yeah,
Very
so
sure.
I'm happy for you. You got this correct. Yeah,
Yeah.
so we still remain on $60 for now. Right. I mean, what sort of things came to your mind when this question
Okay, no
comes
problem.
to you?
Okay, number 3.
I mean, I'm trying to ask you now. When I ask the second question, what sort of thing came to your mind? I mean, for you to get the answers right.
I remember this manager that time, Rafa Benitez. He
Yeah.
was the manager when we lose the final
Hmm.
time. Yes. So that's what came to my mind.
Is there any other moment that I remember from the game?
From that match,
Yeah.
no, actually, I don't want to remember that
Yeah.
match. I don't want to remember anything about
Because
that
for
match.
me it's a terrible game. It's a game that I was
Yes, it's a
hoping
very
that I was hoping that Chelsea is gonna find very, very easy, just go into the game, secure a win, and let's become the world
yes,
champion.
yes,
But unfortunately
yes,
we
yes.
lost that game,
But
and it
unfortunately,
was terrible. I mean,
unfortunately,
having win the Champions League few months ago, and you lost to
few
Corinthians in
months ago and
and of course I think that
against
year,
Corinthians,
yeah, and that year as well, we lost the Super Cup, if you remember, to Atletico Madrid, I think.
yes, to Atletico
4
Madrid
0, yeah,
by
4
four
0,
goals to
I
one.
think,
I
yeah.
remember.
Falcao scoring a trick against us in that final as well.
Yes,
Yeah, it was a
that
terrible one. It
yeah,
was a
that
terrible
man.
one. Yeah, absolutely.
I
Yeah.
want to forget his name.
Yeah. So, yeah, yeah, let's move on to the next questions. We still remain on the $60, of
Okay,
course.
number 3.
Question number three. So, question number three, 1 second, yeah.
Okay,
So, which of this club did Chelsea have zero win record against in the Premier League? I'll repeat it.
okay,
Which of this
okay,
club did Chelsea have 0% win record against in the Premier League?
okay,
A. Oldham United, B. Coventry City, C. Bradford City, D. Sheffield United. Your time starts now.
The option again, please.
So A. Oldham United, B. Coventry City, C. Bradford City, D. Sheffield United.
I go for option C.
Option C.
Option C.
Bradford City. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
sorry you got this wrong. It was Oldham United. It was Oldham United.
Oh,
And the reason is
okay. No problem.
I think Oldham United has never uh, qualified into the Premier League. I'm not sure with that,
Premier
but
League, okay.
yeah, for what I've known, I think Oldham United have never promoted to Premier League, and I've never think Chelsea has ever played against them. I think
Wait.
we've played against
Okay, no
Coventry
problem.
City, we've played against Bradford and Sheffield as well. So
Okay.
unfortunately, I'm sorry you get that wrong. But
It's
before we
okay.
move on, why did you choose number C as your options?
Actually, because I haven't heard about them. Let me see that.
Bradford City.
Bradford City. No?
Yeah. Wow. Right. So, Bradford is is a city just very close to Leeds. They are currently playing in League Two, I think. Yeah. So League Two or National League, I think so. Yeah. So yeah. So you got that
Okay.
one wrong. So we're dropping into
Okay.
$30. I believe this is still a
Okay.
huge amount to go home with. We've got two more
Okay. No
questions
problem.
to go, and hopefully you can get at least these two right. So let's move on to the next one. So what question are you choosing now?
Question number 4.
Question number 4. Right. Which of these player did not start both of the 2008 and 2012 Champions League final for Chelsea? Again, which of these player did not start both the 2008 and the 2012 Champions League final for Chelsea? A. Peter Cech, B. Frank Lampard, C. John Obi Mikel, D. Ashley Cole. So I'll call the question again, yeah? So
Okay. No
which of
problem.
these player did not start both of the 2008 and 2012 Champions League final for Chelsea? Which of these player
Okay.
did not start both of 2008 and 2012 Champions League final for Chelsea? A. Peter Cech, B. Frank Lampard,
Okay.
C. Obi Mikel, D. Ashley Cole. A. Peter Cech, B. Frank Lampard, C. John Obi Mikel, D. Ashley Cole. Your time starts now.
John Obi Mikel.
John Obi Mikel. So you got that one correctly. So happy for you. We remain on, of
Okay.
course, we remain on $30. So what comes to your mind when this question was asked? Well, how sure are you that it was John Obi Mikel?
Yes. Actually, Peter Jai, the first option and the second option, I remembered clearly, which is Peter Cech and the second option rather. I forgot it. What was
Second
the second
option
option?
is Frank Lampard.
He started. He was even the captain of that 2012.
Yeah,
So
of
I
course.
remembered that 2008. He was the one that scored the goal for us after Cristiano Ronaldo scored for Manchester United.
Yeah,
So I remember
definitely.
that one. And the
Mhm.
last person, which is
Ashley Cole.
um, he started the 2008, and concerning that 2011, we use, I think, two left back, which is
Bertrand
Ashley Cole and
and Bertrand.
uh,
Yeah,
Ashley Cole wasn't actually suspended or nor was he injured. So I know he will start.
yeah.
So, but
Right. That was
doubting.
that was coming from a good perspective. I'm so happy, and when I try to get people that know much about Chelsea on Triver, I'm always happy because we are always here to learn, to teach each other about Chelsea records and all. Nobody is above still learning and still learning. Yeah. So we're moving on to the last question of is it the last one or is it the last one?
Okay, yes, the last question.
The last question here. So I
Yes,
think,
I got.
yeah,
Go right ahead.
I think the last question now. So yeah, of course, the
Let,
last question. So which
let
number
me
are
go
you?
for number two.
Number two. So this number two is gonna be an oral question.
Okay.
So we've answered, I think we've answered four optional questions. So this last one is going to be an oral. Though I said we're going to be answering three optional questions and two oral answers. I mean, two oral questions. But I put it in such a way so that, we can always move forward because this program is meant for people to win. We don't want anyone to come down here and, of course, not take something back home. So the last question, which is number two, is going to be an oral question. So which club did Chelsea registered more win against in London?
Tottenham Hotspur.
Tottenham Hotspur. Are you
Yes.
sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Right. Is that your final answer?
Yes, yes, yes.
So congratulations to you. You've got that right as well.
Yeah,
I'm
thank you,
so
sir.
happy for you. But how did you come up with this question? How did you come up with this answer? How did you think you got these answers right?
Actually, I had two options, which is
Yeah,
Tottenham Hotspur and Crystal Palace.
yeah,
But let me say, like 10 years ago, we were actually not playing very well against Crystal Palace. I can even remember during those times they used to beat us around a score line of 2-1 or 1-0 sometimes. But Tottenham, for the past 15 years or so that I've been watching Chelsea ball, they haven't had the upper hand against us. So actually decided to go for Tottenham Hotspur.
yeah. Of course, honestly, I do reason along with you. When you think about the current record, you know that Chelsea has always been, beating Tottenham all the time, beating Tottenham all the time. Last season, home and away. I think all past season, I think home and away as well, if I could remember
Yeah,
properly. Last
yeah.
season was a big game. I remember we won 4-3 at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and when they came back to Stamford Bridge, I think we won 2-0 or something. I can't remember the scores.
No, 4-2,
4-2 again.
4-3, 4-3 rather.
Yeah, when we went to Spurs, I remember we won 4-3. I was in that game, and when
Yes,
they
okay.
came back home, when they came to Stamford Bridge, I was in that game. But I'm trying to remember what the
We
score is
won
at Stamford Bridge.
0 or 1-0. I've forgotten the
Yeah, I think
scoreline.
I
But
think
we
two
actually
zero,
won.
2-0 or something. Yeah, 2-0 or 1-0. I can't remember. I was in that game. Yeah, congratulations to you. So happy for you. $30 in the bag for you. What do you think about this program? How do you feel? After winning $30. How do you? I mean, just in a very quick one, what exactly are you thinking about this program?
Yes, it's a very good program.
Mm,
I think I've never come across something like this, being me on TV like this and asking questions concerning my beloved club, Chelsea Football Club. It's
yeah.
actually the first time for me. And I think the program is really encouraging more of us to come up for the darling club of ours.
Right.
So I
Thank you
think
very much. So, is there anything that you feel like we need to add on to this program just to make it lively, or something that you think we are not doing right, or something that you think we need to adjust on, or something?
okay. Actually, you are doing a very big job there. Well done. I congratulate you for doing all these things. And
Thank you
I
so.
think maybe yes, yes, yeah, you're welcome. So I think maybe through all these debates and all those things, something like a little mini pundit debates, all those things can actually boost the TV and also the channel too.
Yeah. So we're trying to reach out to people, as much as we can to bring people,
Yeah,
on the live
yeah,
program and the whole. But it's quite,
yes.
I
The
don't know how
program
to
will
say,
boost.
but People are just out there, everybody's busy around the world. But we'll see how we can improve on that, to be honest. That's the main agenda on the Blues TV, letting people be able to pour their mind week in, week out regarding Chelsea. It's just about, making the voice of the fans to be heard. That's just one thing about this channel. So thank you very much for joining the program today, and of course, congratulations
Welcome.
on winning whooping $30 on the program. Thank you so much, and we'll see you on to the next one.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, cheers. Big love.